So I knew it was going to be a tight turnaround when I got back anyway, and I was prepared for that. However, basically I would need to take a big gamble. Yeah, maybe good things are happening. Oh, that would have been so fun. I had this planned for ages. Good morning and welcome back to Rymermade. If you haven't been here before, my name is Sophie and I own a small business called Rymermade where I sell all kinds of fun stuff. There is stickers, colouring book, washi tape, greetings cards, which is how I got started, and it's all got a bright, fun and colourful twist to bring you your daily dose of joy. So it is Monday morning. As always, office is in chaos. That's just how it is around these parts, at least until I get my office redone. And I got back from my holiday on Friday night. So we got the last boat back on Friday. Fantastic holiday. I did a very short, terrible studio vlog, which is not even worth mentioning, but go look at last week's video if you want to see literally 5 minutes of very choppy footage from my holiday, because I was having too much fun to remember to do anything. I got back Friday night and then all weekend I was working 8:30 to 8:30, so I went straight into 12-hour shifts. So this is like my first day back proper, but it was a busy weekend shop wise as well, and I wish I could have filmed it, but because I was at work, my husband had to pick up a lot of stuff for me and get bits ready. So what happened was, I've talked about it before, but I got a space in what's called the Peedie Pop-Up at a local shop called Lolly and Lane, and it is in Stromness, and it is, if you're watching this on the 25th, my stock is still there. I'm in for 2 weeks starting today, although there's a bit more on that in a minute, but I was originally supposed to drop it by on Sunday evening, and or not Sunday evening, just any time on Sunday, and I messaged her and said, look, I'm working all weekend that weekend, so I can't drop it off myself. Is it okay if my husband does it? And she was like, yep, absolutely fine. So I knew it was going to be a tight turnaround when I got back anyway, and I was prepared for that. However, I did get a message on, I think Thursday, it might have even been while I was still in Germany, you know, saying could I drop everything off a day early or 2 days early, which would be Friday. I said definitely not Friday because I don't even get back until the last boat on Friday, but Saturday, yes, I can do. Still at work, so it still won't be me, but yeah, my husband will drop it all by. That meant I had a day less, so I was a little bit like scrambling around on Saturday, organising my husband with what to do, because I thought I had a day more, so my plan was to do loads of stuff after work on Saturday. It was absolutely fine because most of what I was going to be doing was already done, because I've moved to being ready to ship. A lot of stuff was good to go. Obviously the colouring books are just colouring books, I don't need to do anything. I hadn't finished heat pressing tote bags, so my poor husband had to do that on his own without my input, and then I just had some stickers and stuff to print, but luckily printers can just be going in the background while I'm at work, so that was absolutely fine, and we pulled it off. So the way that the pop-up works is you don't pay anything for your stuff to be in there, but they take a 25% commission, which is very reasonable, and as a business owner I think it's always sensible to say I would rather have 75% of something than 100% of nothing. So yeah, all the stuff got dropped off, and then what they do is they send you a daily payment if anything is sold. So today is day 1 for my shop. However, I received a payment last night and I was like, that's a bit weird. So I messaged her and said, has my stuff sold already? It's not even like live, what's going on? And she said while they were setting up, someone came in and bought some stuff. She doesn't know what it is because it was after she had left, but they haven't actually even, at that point, hadn't actually even finished putting all my stuff out, and somebody had already came and bought something, so that was really cool. And I've already made more than I did at my last craft fair, so that's fantastic, and you know, hopefully it's going to be a good couple of weeks. This is the start of Stromness shopping week, which is a huge thing here. It's one of our sort of main events of the summer. We'll have lots of tourists here, so hopefully it goes well. This morning, however, I am in Christmas in July prep. So I do have some other Christmas in July stuff that I need to do as a virtual assistant for another brand, but some stuff isn't ready for me to go and do any work with it, so I'm just trying to rush to get my stuff done. So one thing I'm doing is bringing out some new Riley sheets, and I'm introducing Starla sheets, which is very exciting. Also, should I talk about this? So it's my shop anniversary next month, and I'm really excited because I'm gonna make it like a whole event, and one of the things I'm doing is introducing a new character. I have talked in the past about how I knew what her name was, but I didn't know like who she was, what character, what animal. So all of my stuff is like under the sea themed. So I have Riley, who is a jellyfish. He's called Riley because of Rymermade, R-Y Riley. And then I have Starla, who's a starfish, and then I have somebody new coming, and I am going to be running a competition to so the person who figures out her name, which is already picked, I'm going to do a riddle, and whoever works out her name will get something. I don't know what yet, I haven't thought that far ahead. And also, speaking of competitions, the other thing I want to tell you about is I have a competition going on TikTok and on Instagram where you can win a 3D printed sign. My office is too messy. Oh, I found mine. So my Rymermade one looks like this. It can match your logo though, and you've got a choice of I think 12 colours for the foreground and the background, so it's totally customizable by you. It doesn't have to just be small businesses. They'll be cute for like a kid's bedroom, have their name in it, whatever. But that is open until the 31st of July, so speaking of competitions, go to Instagram or TikTok or both and enter, because I will be picking a winner from each. Anyway, let me show you these sheets. Let me start with Riley, because Riley is already in the shop, and these are just kind of additions. So because it is Christmas in July, I'm bringing Christmas Riley, and he is Santa Claus. Then I'm also doing Halloween Riley, which this is quite hard to see because he's a ghost. But if I sort of peel one up, you can see it a bit better. It's just because the sheet is white, obviously. Is that gonna focus, please? There's little ghost Riley. He's so cute. Let me put that sticker back though. And then the last Riley sheet is just cool guy Riley. He's cool. Come on. There we go. There's cool Riley. Then I've got some Starla sheets. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 designs. I did have 8, but 2 of them were too small and they just didn't work. So here's Christmas Starla. And she, come on, she is a little elf. Then Halloween Starla, she decided to dress up as like a Frankenstein's monster sort of dealio. Then I've got Winter Starla. Come on. You can't really see until she's wearing like a scarf and hat on her arms. Do starfish have arms? I don't know what they are. Probably should know. This is Starla and Baby. She's just holding a little baby there. This is Snarky Starla, which might be my favourite. She's rolling her eyes. And this is Starla in Love. So yeah, those 9 sheets in total will all be going up. And then I think I might try and design a few Christmas t-shirts this week. So while I was on the drive back from Germany, obviously I had a lot of time to kill. We think we drove over 3,000 miles. We haven't worked it out definitely yet. Either way, I had around 24 hours of driving time to just like sing and chat and be in my thoughts with my shop. And there was a lot of thoughts with my shop. One thing I've really sort of decided is that I was struggling between, do I do monthly releases, weekly releases, quarterly releases, because everything I did just seemed to be wrong, and I couldn't afford to keep doing monthly releases because I was getting everything in stock and then nothing was selling. So I went to quarterly releases and still nothing sold. Actually, that's not true. In my March quarterly release it was really good, but my June one was, I mean, nothing sold. So what I've decided is I am paying Gelato a subscription anyway to have these t-shirts available, so I need to be maximizing the t-shirt sales as much as possible. So for the rest of the year, I have planned out I'm going to be releasing t-shirt designs every single week, because it's going to cost me nothing on top of what I'm already paying anyway, and I just think this is going to help me build up a really good collection of t-shirts. It will help, it's gonna force me to do things that are outside of my usual style, yeah, hopefully then there will be such a variety that there will be something for everyone. Then quarterly releases are going to be things that I pay for, that I'm investing in, and then that's going to take some of the pressure away. Hopefully the t-shirt sales, the t-shirts will sell, and that will support my quarterly releases. And yeah, we'll just see. I've planned out like how many weeks there are of 2025 left, and I've written a list of how many weeks there are and like what designs I want to do, but I need to assign certain ones at a certain week. But this week I'm thinking needs to be the Christmas week because it's Christmas in July this Friday. So I think this morning, don't know how much shop time I've got left this morning because I do have work and I've got some like jobs to do in the house, but the first thing I want to do is design some Christmas t-shirts, so I will let you know how I got on with that. Okay, so I this morning was designing a word of the year sticker. So I've done this for just general 2026 vibes, and then I asked some people for some words, and here's an example of one with a word. Is it gonna focus? Hopefully that shows up okay on camera. I have had a bit of a plot twist this morning. So as you know, my stuff is in the Lolly and Lane pop-up this week and next week. I had a message from 60 Vic, which is another place in town that does pop-ups for small businesses. So the one currently is in Stromness, this one is in Kirkwall, so the other main town, and they have said they've had a cancellation on the week commencing, so the week 3rd to I think 10th or 9th of August, and asked if I would fill that space. So it's a little bit different because with Lolly and Lane you get the space for free and pay them a commission, whereas with 60 Vic you pay up front. With Lolly and Lane, they man the shop and they look after it all. With 60 Vic, you communicate with the other businesses that have got pop-ups that week and you make sure that it's covered throughout the week. So it's a bit to think about. The biggest concern I've got is that I need to order stock now for that, for the 60 Vic thing, because I don't know, I have no idea what's going to come back from Lolly and Lane, and the turnaround date is the same. So I would come out of Lolly and Lane on Sunday and go into 60 Vic on Sunday, exact same day. So basically I would need to take a big gamble and order loads of stock that might not sell at either shop, and I might invest in double the amount of stock just to be sitting around my house not selling. So I need to talk about it with my husband tonight and get his opinion, because obviously it is another big outlay for the shop. But it does mean we've got a bit of time to do the 3D printed Orkney signs that we didn't have time to do for the Lolly and Lane pop-up. So it'd be really good to try those out with tourists. The final day is County Show Day, which I don't know if that's good or bad because everyone's going to be in town, but everyone's going to be at County Show. So I don't know how many people do much shopping on County Show Day, and people who aren't going to County Show probably avoid town, so I don't know. I need to see if I can find out how many liners are in that week, and yeah, I just need to decide if the gamble is worth it. My gut reaction is saying take every opportunity that is given to you, because you don't know when opportunities are going to come up again. And I'm also thinking, because so I also would set up my own area, so I'd buy some shelving, and I'm thinking I would buy a clothing rail and have the bar t-shirts on them, just one of each, and have a code that people can order them online. And then I would also have the tote bags hanging up, and then I would get one with shelves, and I was thinking I might do some Orkney cups. So I need to get that designed. I've got under 1 hour until work. Priority today needs to be the Christmas t-shirts, but I also do want to get some cup ideas at least. I don't know, but then I don't even know if I'm definitely doing it. I feel like 99% sure I am gonna do it, but obviously I can't just make that decision for myself because it is family finances. Thankfully I already have that week booked off work because it's my anniversary, which makes me feel like, was that meant to happen? Not my anniversary meaning to happen, but like did I get given this week because it was a week I was available? Is that why the universe brought me this week? So I don't know. I'm gonna have a play about with some drawing. I probably will just take my lunch to work, so I don't have to factor in lunch time. Yeah, maybe good things are happening. It was really nice to be thought of and asked, so if nothing else, like, yay, someone thought of me. I did register interest probably about 18 months ago and just said, like, if anything comes up, let me know. Because I know usually businesses like group together themselves, but I don't really know a lot of people, so this would also be a great way to make some small biz pals. Let's find out. Let's think, and I'll let you know as soon as I've chatted to my husband. I think he's gonna say I should go for it, but obviously we just need to be aware of the cost, so we shall see. Okay, I ran out of time to finish before work, but to show you where I'm up to, we've got I'm Dreaming of a Goth Christmas, Big Nick Energy, and then I'm in the middle of this one, which is going to say Roll for Festivity. I'm trying to do things that are not my style so that, like, other people that aren't me would find them, because I think my problem is I make things that I want. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to work and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good morning and happy Tuesday, or I say morning, it's almost lunchtime. I am about to go out to Lolly and Lane to see my stuff in the wild. It looks like I didn't make any sales yesterday, so I'm not sure like how it's doing and stuff, but I just want to see it, so I'm gonna go do that. What have I been doing this morning? This morning I did a workout, listened to a podcast, and then I was editing or doing the voiceover for my travel vlog, so I can only apologise if you saw that last week. And yeah, just sort of pottering about, getting jobs done, and now I'm just gonna let the dog out quickly and then I'm gonna get the bus and go off to Stromness. I might even pick up something to eat because I haven't had any lunch. Well, I wouldn't have because it's not even 12 yet, but it's almost 12. And I'm gonna go to the library as well because I've got no physical books to read right now, so while I'm in Stromness I'm just gonna pop into the library. Okay, I know it looks like I haven't moved, but I genuinely have been out for like 2 and a bit hours. So I went to the pop-up shop, as you'll have seen, but the lady was chatting to me, so I didn't feel comfortable just like talking with my camera. I told her like I'm just getting some clips for social media and stuff, and she was like, oh, get out of your way, but I felt rude just being like, sorry, I'm gonna chat to my camera now. So I didn't do that, I just filmed the shop. I bought a couple of bits in the shop. I'm not actually gonna show because it is gonna be Christmas presents, but I bought some like small businessy Orkney bits, so that was nice to see other things that were in the shop. And then what did I do? I went and picked up a sandwich for my lunch and just a bottle of water. It was suddenly so hot, like it was about to rain when I left, and I thought, will I bring a cardigan? No, because I'll be like sweaty walking around and stuff. And then I was so glad because it was so hot. So yeah, sat in the sun for a little bit, had some lunch and drink, and then I went to the library and I got 2 books. Let me show you. These were actually on the trolley of, like, you know when you go into a library and it says just returned, these were both on the trolley, and I was like, do you know what, I don't even need to look further, these look good. So I got How to Be Happy and Homestretch, which is a Graham Norton one. I didn't even read what it's about, but I really liked the Graham Norton book that I read before, so I'm gonna read that. This afternoon I need to make lasagna, so that's gonna take a bit of time, and then I need to order stock for the pop-up that is in a few weeks, because living in Orkney, like, I need to really have ordered it a week ago. So hopefully it gets here on time. Yeah, I will take you through what I'm gonna order after I just sit down and decompress a little bit, because I had to stand on the bus. Like, the bus is never that busy here, but for some reason, well, not some reason, it's tourist season and the middle of the day, so I had to stand on the bus. So I just want to take a sec to sit down before I tackle the stairs, because upside down house. But yeah, back soon. Okay, so I'm in the office now and I'm just working on a little list of what I'm gonna put in the next pop-up shop. So far I've got tote bags, Orkney Magic colouring book, Daily Dose of Joy colouring book, the Ba t-shirts, of which there are 4 different kinds, Orkney cups, 3D prints, and Coastal Collection washi. I am really in 2 minds about if I should get some Orkney notepads as well. I'm not sure, because I don't know if they would. I think I've put in 12 to the current pop-up and I'm just not sure that they would all sell, so maybe I won't order more. I'll put them on the list, and if I get any back they can go in. So I have highlighted the things that I need to order, but I actually haven't designed the cups yet, and I need to design the cups before I order obviously the cups and the t-shirts, because they're from the same place. So I really need to get this ordered as soon as possible. So I think the first thing I need to do is just get the cups designed, and then I will go from there.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for.
Okay, so everything you saw me drawing there has been binned. I hate it. So I went for a matching thing to my colouring book, with the kind of waves, and I've matched the top wave to the cup that I'm using as well. And then it says "Ringed they be by their own native sea, with hill they drink to their own," which is a lyric from the Orkney anthem. And then, because I'm me, I got distracted and I started working on a Christmas cup, and I just thought this was the cutest thing in the world. It says "Christmas and Cocoa." Just dropped my pen. Oh, it wasn't my pen because my pen's there. I dropped something. So anyway, I need to get these ordered because it is 20 to 5 and I wanted to be cooking by 4:30. So hurry up, Soph. But quite good progress, I would say. Hello, it's Wednesday. I look the same as yesterday, but things have changed, I promise. I'm not filming loads because I feel like I just have nothing to say that isn't like, that's interesting for you to watch. I know I live in chaos. Like, every surface behind me is covered in stuff, but until I get a new office that has space to put things, that's just what life is like. So I did order the bits that I needed to. I finished the cup yesterday. I think I showed you it, but I'll just show you it properly. Oh, let me show you something funny actually. So I was using the Gelato AI mock-up generator, and I said, like, for the Christmas cup that I designed. Did I show you the Christmas cup yesterday? Well, you'll see it in a sec anyway. Yeah, for the Christmas cup that I designed, I asked it to generate like a cozy image of someone snuggled up watching a Christmas movie and drinking cocoa. This is what they gave me. And while I would love a hot chocolate that size, I feel that people may be slightly underwhelmed when my cup showed up. Let me just find the listings. Let me show you everything actually that I'm releasing this Friday, but was a week ago for you. So we've got this t-shirt. This is "I'm Dreaming of a Goth Christmas." Obviously it's on a black background there, so that looked very shiny. Then the next one is "Big Nick Energy." And the third one is a D&D one, and it says "Roll for Festivity." That's very reflective surface. And then I just have the cups as well. So, and I've ordered 6, which hopefully is a good number. I figure if they don't sell, I can probably give some out as Christmas presents. So that is the cup. That just shows you like different sides, and it says "Ringed they be by their own native sea, with hill they drink to their own," because that is a lyric from the Orkney anthem. And then the Christmas cup, which I do remember showing you now, but look how cute, by the way. So cute. Yeah, so I ordered 6 of the cups, and then I only ordered, I think it was 10 or 15 more colouring books and 10 more tote bags slash like a gang sheet that only has 10 images on it. So we shall see if that is enough or too much. I don't know. I did not get a payment again yesterday, so that's officially day 2. Both days 1 and 2 I didn't get any payments, but day -1, so the day before it went on sale, I did get a payment. So someone has bought at least one thing. Yeah, but Stromness shopping week starts today, so maybe it'll pick up, maybe it won't, I don't know. Hopefully the second one will be a bit better. I actually think I need to message them because I haven't heard anything. I was supposed to be added to this group to like organise covering the shop, because I can't remember what I've said and what I haven't said, but basically this second pop-up that's coming up, we man it ourselves. So yeah, I need to do that really. And yeah, I'm just working on listings really. All I've got left to list is my new Riley and Starla sheets, and then other than like scheduling the discount, I'm sorted for Christmas in July. And then I've just got to do like virtual assistant work, but I'm waiting on some stuff to come over before I can do that. So I'm just trying to get like as much as I can of my own thing done first, which isn't that interesting for you to watch, but I thought I'd say hey. I was supposed to be off work today and tomorrow, but I'm actually covering because a colleague has to go to a funeral, so that's fine. I'm working from 5 o'clock, so I've still got pretty much all day. I do want to cook dinner in advance, and it's a meal I've never cooked before. If you're interested, it is cheesy chicken and broccoli bake, which is like a rice casserole situation. Don't know if it'll be nice, we'll find out. I'm trying to, every time I cook something right now, I'm cooking double, and I've got these like foil trays that I got for when my mom was staying. I'm cooking double and freezing one, so that essentially our freezer will be fully stocked for those days that we're like, oh, I just can't cook. It will be there. I'm prepping in advance for next time depression hits, basically. So yeah, that's life right now. Obviously my son's on school holidays, so he's kind of in and out, popping around. I need to do my journaling for the day, and yeah, life's not that fun. Hopefully there will be more to show you tomorrow. We shall see.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde. A classic cliche, we're on the run. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me.
Going to meet my mom for birthday lunch. Just went to wrap her birthday presents. The wrapping paper's in the loft. I can't get into the loft. Carrier bag it is. I'm just taking the prices of things. Why in Europe do they print the prices right onto the packaging? I'm gonna have to cut it all off. Being so careful not to cut into these socks right now, can you imagine? Here's your socks with holes in them, enjoy. How cute is this little bag, by the way? It's very my mum. Got almost all of her presents in Germany, but I am giving her one of these cups as well because this is actually one of the reject ones. But she was like, I genuinely really like the grey, I might buy a grey one. So also she stayed at my house and she was like, I need to buy one of your cups because I've really enjoyed using them while I was at your house. So that will do. In fact, I think I'll put the socks in there so that it's like, can I put the socks in there? Damn label. If I just do that, they can just poke out. This is the worst present. Well, there we go. Don't say nothing good comes from giving birth to me, because 53 years later, I'll give me a shitty carrier bag. No, not 53 years later, because she's 53, not me. 35 years later, I will give you a shitty carrier bag. Yes, that is, I guess, ready to go. I might have to put it in something else because this just does not feel secure and I don't want a broken cup. Yeah, so this morning we took Misfit to the vet just for her 6-month checkup so that they can give her more medicine, and we had to get her a toothbrush too because her teeth are not good, and we've tried everything with her. We've tried every kind of toothbrush. The vet was like recommending different ones. We're like, yeah, we've tried it, but we're giving it another go because she's old now and she would like to have some teeth. So yeah, and then what else? Just popped in for my husband's work colleagues to see her because they love her. I'm very low energy right now. And yeah, just a bit of tidying up, not wrapping presents, and writing out some cards that I need to. So I'm just sort of making a plan with mum as to when and where lunch is, and then when I get home I will do a bit of shop work, but also I need to make dinner, and also I'm working at 5, so we shall see. I have a TikTok that I want to film. Christmas in July starts tomorrow, so I want to do a really obnoxiously Christmas video for TikTok, so we'll see how that goes. I'll be back soon. Guys, I'm gutted. I had such a fun TikTok planned, but this one's completely broke. There is no clip, it's just, well, this was the clip. I don't think I can fix that. The springs come out. I can't have half a head, but look at this, hang on. Flash warning, by the way. If I can ever find it, there we go. You see that? Can't even really see it on camera that well. Ah, that would have been so fun. I had this planned for ages. Oh, there's bits of spring falling. It's just all going wrong. I wonder if I can like staple this to my head or something. Let's see what I can do. It's not the most even. It's gonna have to do. I've basically created like little hair nests. You can't even see the ears anymore. I don't know if I can find the buttons, so hang on. Okay, I found one button. I'm gonna put it on solid. I need that to stand up. I've got literally a paper clip here. I haven't got any pins with me, so I am using a paper clip. Oh my god, this is so bad. It looked better in the bathroom. Wait. I'm just gutted because I've had this video planned for ages and it's just not going to be how I planned it in my head. So what I did before was like, have I turned that off? Yeah. I just did like a nest of hair around it. It wasn't this bit that was the hard bit, it was getting the hair band, like the scrunchie, like around the antlers. I think I have some pins in my bag. Pins in my bag. Okay, let's see what I can do now. You just know this is gonna be one of those examples of a TikTok where you put in loads of effort and then no one ever sees it. So if I just like place that there, can I get a pin to hold it in place? No. No, I cannot. Oh, that's not bad, you know. That's better than the first one almost. Look at that. We can sort that in a minute. Can I like crisscross it? That's fairly secure. So now I just need to even up the one with the clip. God, my hair's got so messed up now. Oh well. I actually might put a pin in this one just to keep it sturdy. That's not bad. Like, it's not perfect, but it's a TikTok, so you know, it's fine. Okay, moment of truth. I kind of need to pin these somewhere as well. I want them to be on solid. I'm gonna get some pins and try and pin these up to the back of my head as well. I mean, if you've watched this process, head over to my TikTok and make sure you've seen the ridiculous, oh why did I just mess that up? Ridiculous video that's to follow. Okay, let's go film it. Okay, so that is posted. Head over to TikTok if you want to see it. And now what I'm doing is I'm actually looking at my calendar. So that is going to be my next big release, end of September. I'm going to do the calendar and I'm going to do the pre-orders for the Advent. It's not an Advent, it's a Christmas countdown, 12 days. So I'm just going through and looking at what I have done because it's actually been months since I started this. I was in the middle of drawing May, which is quite cute what I got so far actually. It's my time to bloom. And I was just looking at how far I've got, so excuse me mess, but I did January, it's okay to break rules that I set for myself. February, only lovely people worry they aren't lovely. March, I'm so glad I'm here. April, finding my groove, and then May is my time. This is my time to bloom. So I'm having like a positive quote on each month, and as you can guess, it is a calendar that you colour in throughout the year. I might do a version that I have fully coloured. I'm toying with it, so let me know what you think. Leave a comment and let me know if you think I should just do the colouring in ones and just don't worry about anything else, or do you think I should do a coloured in version as well. Anyway, I am gonna crack on with this drawing, listen to some music, and then I've got probably only about 20 minutes before I need to go and cook, so I'll just zone out for a little while. Hello, it is Friday, it is about 10 o'clock and this morning I have been drawing. Let me show you the progress I've made with the calendar. So I've got January to July done. So what did I draw this morning? I did 2 pictures this morning. I did June and July. This is June, filling my life with colour, and then July is, oh god, scheduling time for joy. So 5 more to do. I did an Instagram poll and some people specifically said they'd want a coloured in version, so I think I'm going to finish the colouring in one and then I'm just going to go back through and colour them in, and then I'm going to have both for sale, I think. But still leave me a comment and let me know if you think that's just a grand waste of time or if you think I should do it. Christmas in July starts today. My listings go up in about 2 hours and the sale is live right now. So when you're watching this, sale is over, but you can get all of the things that were released, obviously. So that's 3 t-shirts, a cup, and a bunch of stickers, the Riley, Starla, and the 2026 stickers. And what else? The next sale I'm gonna do is in August, and that is because it is my 8th shop anniversary birthday situation. I'm gonna hold like a whole event. I have plans. There will be a sale, there will be some releases. This is just really for me, but I've had something custom made for myself just to celebrate, and I am going to be introducing my newest character for the deep sea doodles. So I'm very excited about that. I can't wait to draw her. I might try and draw her later because she's just in my head right now, and I'm going to be holding a competition to guess her name as well. I think I told you about that actually. But yeah, for this morning, I'm quite low energy again today. I'm quite tired. I've got work in 4 hours, so I'm going to put some loud music on, get the place tidied because it needs it. If you look next to me, that is the remnants of last night's snacks and popcorn. We're not looking at that table because that is my husband's mess that I'm just not going to even try and look at. But like the kitchen needs doing and stuff, so I'm just gonna get some music going, get some work done, no, some tidying done, and then hopefully I can get some work done before work. Yeah, I've got work today and then 12-hour shifts Saturday, Sunday, so this will be my last day filming this week, and I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off next week, which I'm quite looking forward to because I need a bit of a rest because I came back from holiday, did 2 12-hour shifts and then a full week of work. I've had 1 day off since coming back from holiday, so I very much need just a day of curling up with a book. I think I've finished, by the way, one of the books I got from the library the other day. I'm just reading the second one, which the second one is How to Be Happy. The first one I read was Homestretch by Graham Norton. I think Graham Norton might have become my favourite author, which is random, but I have always had a real, oh, just kicked my camera. I've always had a real soft spot for Graham Norton, and like even as a kid, he just made me so happy, and he kind of reminds me of my dad a little bit. So once I lost him, it became like a comfort to watch Graham Norton. I don't know what it is about him that reminds me of him. It sounds weird, but like their head is kind of the same shape, like their hairline. And Graham Norton's Irish, my dad was Scottish, but I don't know, just they're like, my dad was not as animated as him by any means, not as excitable and bouncy, but some of the way they would say things kind of reminds me. Anyway, not the point. I realized that like the books, I haven't read all of Graham Norton's books by any stretch, but the ones I have read have just felt like a warm hug, and I think he might, if not my favorite author, I think he might be my new comfort favorite. I don't know, I don't really have a favorite author because I forget I forget about books, but yeah, warm fuzzies. This is like a whole tangent, not really necessary. Let's get some music going, let's tidy the house. I'll be back. Quick break to say I just had some post. So I was very confused at first to receive this box that said Tilly Journals, because I was like, I'm sure A, I haven't ordered anything, and B, I saw her like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. How long was it? A week and a bit ago. So I was like, surely I'd have just picked it up then. But then I noticed this, I don't know if you can see it. It says, sorry Soph, but it's not from Tilly. So then I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I thought, what the hell is it? But I realised it is my Aura Estelle Cloud from my friend Rachel. So thank you so much, Rachel, for sending this. Look at her, she's a beauty. She's like this pearlescent pink. I am so chuffed because I've been looking and looking, and I almost bought one that was blue on Vinted, and it was like £23, and which is an amazing price. And I was like, that'll go really well with my branding, and then that got sold. They sold it to someone else. So then I was asking for one and looking for ages, and then Rachel said she had one that was like a kind of pinky colour, and I was like, ooh, again, perfect for branding, pearlescent pink. It's like, oh, it's just perfect. And she gave it to me for £15, which is amazing. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much, Rach. It looks new. I can't see any signs of use at all, so absolutely amazing. I do already have my inserts from Tilly, so I might put these in here soon. I'm gonna have lunch, and then I might set her up. I'm not gonna like do the decorative stuff probably, because I just haven't planned out what is gonna go in here, but yeah, exciting. Don't mind the deflated balloon over there. So it's all in there. I actually am gonna have to take out 6 months because it is a whole year. It's just too much. Like there's no room to grow on the rings. So yeah, I will take out 6 months and just do it a little bit at a time. But for now it's keeping them in one place, and I don't even know when I'll get to my 2024 memory planner because I haven't memory planned in ages. So I've still got like I think 6 weeks to do of 2023. So yeah, it's fine. Oh, maybe I should take them out now because it's kind of, oh no, it's okay. I thought I was bending it, but it wasn't. So yeah, anyway, super happy with that. Absolutely love it. Thank you, Rachel. And yeah, I'm gonna go make some lunch. And that's a wrap. It's time for work on Friday, so that's everything I'm going to show you this week. Okay, so that cut me off because my battery died. It is the next day. I just wanted to come on properly and say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave an emoji of waves if you made it this far, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye!